Eating in the bed is so rogue to me.
I was getting crummies in the bed. You did the crummy dance. Crummies in the bed. Crummies in the bed.
Okay, firstly, that's not true.
Yes, that is. What rules have I broken?
I don't know. When I'm like annoyed and then you just pick me up and then don't put me down till I smile.
Everyone would say that is just being a good, loving boyfriend.
No. If someone's annoyed, you leave them for a second.
No. The mission is, if you're annoyed, you've got to get a smile on your face.
Everyone on the podcast knows. Don't get in the way of me and my food. Pity that you didn't learn enough not to eat my goose that time.
Oh my God. Jessie eats a lot of me.
And the...
Sorry.
What?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast hosted by two lovebirds. Me, myself, and I, Will Young, and my beautiful girlfriend, Jessie Wynter.
Today on the podcast, we're going to be talking all about parenting. Even though we're not parents, we're going to talk about what we'd be like as future parents and how growing up has shaped us.
Yep.
So I'm the oldest sibling.
Okay.
You're
just
the
butt in?
youngest.
Sorry. Before we go into that, disclaimer, me and Jessie are extremely tired. We are really, really tired. And I'm going to tell you why we're a little bit tired. But before this podcast actually started, Jessie has been giving me death stares and she actually texted me. She texted me 3 minutes ago before we started saying, "Don't annoy me."
That's why I was laughing. I was laughing at myself.
So, yes. So the aim of the mission is to get through this podcast, have a good time, and don't annoy Jessie because...
Okay, context.
Can you tell them what you do when I annoy you in podcast episodes?
I just look at him.
No, I get a talking to when we leave the building. I get a talking to by Jessie who basically tells me off until we get to the tube about things that I'd done that annoyed her in the podcast. I'm going way off script right now.
Yeah, this is great. This is great content, I can't lie. But Will does do things that annoy me. Like, you probably noticed, he just goes, "Zooey mama." Halfway through a podcast episode. And sometimes, guys, I write a really deep and meaningful podcast episode where I want to get deep and stuff. And Will just laughs and just doesn't even talk about the things. So...
I don't know if I can fully agree with that. However, we will swiftly move on because I don't think that's entirely true.
No, we're not ending it here then. So Will literally sometimes gets in a mood where you're really just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like you're not here. Like you're in a different realm. You're spaced out.
When? In the podcast?
Just in life, but specifically in the podcast.
Sometimes I get tired in the pod. Yes, for example, I'm really tired now, and we're gonna explain why we are a little bit tired and lacking of energy. But we do have a good episode ahead. I just wanted to share with everyone that I thought it was really funny that Jessie was death staring me. See, this is deadly serious, and then proceeded to text me saying, "Don't annoy me." And I bet you didn't...
You know when I started laughing and you asked me what I was laughing about, I was laughing at the fact I sent that message.
Nah, I think I just made you laugh. I did.
I was laughing at myself because it's funny. Because I was actually just I'm not in the mood for you to annoy me. I've got short patience right now.
Okay, so we're all on the same page here, everyone watching and listening. If I annoy you, you can actually...
Should I do the face that I do when you annoy me?
Yeah. That's not it. But look, if I annoy Jessie this episode, call me out on it because sometimes she will cut it out and not have it in. Keep it in.
No, I just sit here trying not to twitch my eye.
Call me out on it because, guys, I'm just here having good times, fun times. I want to make my girlfriend smile and laugh.
Okay.
And back to it. These are the few reasons why we're a little bit tired. Obviously, we've spoken about it a lot on our social media. We've spoken about it a bit on here as well. We're starting a business. It's tiring. I'm going to be fully transparent. It is hard. It's tiring. It's taken a lot of our energy up. That's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all, but I'm being real. It is hard. It is tiring. There's so many different things we need to think about. For example, we did this workshop and we had a lot of you lovely people join it and help us basically pick a product out. But now we've had different thoughts. We've brought different people in and that product isn't necessarily the one that we're going to go with. So we think we have a final product and we don't. We need to think about the name. We need to think how we're going to sell it. We need to think about load of these different things. And yeah, it is just a bit sucks your energy a little bit.
Yeah, so basically what we were going to do, we're thinking that we might completely scrap that and do something else, which is like we've been working on this since I think February.
Yeah.
So
And I want to be really honest. Like, I feel like such a drain. Like, I keep posting on my story, like, sign up to my link, blah, blah, blah. I really want to start doing more authentic content, like actually showing you behind the scenes. I don't want to be a mule or a donkey. I don't want to be a vampire, sucking away your email addresses. I want to be transparent. I want to show you. I want you to want to be part of this journey. I don't want to have to force you to be part of this journey. So I've been thinking about that a lot as well. And you're going to see hopefully a lot more cool, organic, like just not fun content around it.
Yeah, I think with it, because we're obviously working so hard on the business, we're not paying attention to what we're posting online and socials. And socials is our gateway from our life to reaching you guys and communicating with all of you. And because we've got the podcast going on, we've got the business, we're actually in the process of buying a farm and starting up projects on that. And we've got another house we have to renovate as well. So we've got a lot on our plates, which means our content at the moment on social media, it is a bit like a little bit stale. Mine definitely is. But
speak for yourself.
Yes, because you've got your POVs and stuff. But the thing I'm trying to say is we are going to try make space so we can actually show you what's going on in our lives instead of just like funny povs and smiling in Paris because all my content's from Paris. But we're going to make an effort to really bring you guys up to speed with everything we're doing, whether that's on the podcast or on our social channels.
That's our rant over and done with. And hopefully we'll have a very fun episode today. Like Jessie said, we're going to be speaking. So this whole concept basically came up. We came up with this idea because I actually saw an Instagram post and it was just a picture and it basically said, it said what I was fed as a kid, what I'm going to feed my kids, right? And it was what they were fed as a kid, and it was just like really just like fast food, not healthy foods, and then the foods that they're going to feed their kids as healthy foods. And I was like, oh, that's actually really interesting. We can actually talk about this a little bit more and a little bit more in depth of with your bringing up, what things would you not do the same as your parents than you would to your kids?
Yeah, so we're obviously not parents yet, but we're going to talk about it as we are. We always talk about our hypothetical children anyways.
Yes, and I think it's good to have thoughts of these different thoughts about how you would parent. And do you know what? I'm sure these thoughts would not be true or relevant to actually what happens because you never know until you're in that situation. But hey, I looked at that and I was like, oh, this could be really fun.
We're going to start off with a quick game between us. So out of us two, who's the biggest rule breaker in the relationship?
Me. I break all the rules. If there's a rule to be broken, I'll break it.
Yeah, you also push boundaries.
Give me an example.
Just like...
You can't say that and not back up
the
with
Uber
facts.
Eats type. We always talk about the Uber Eats issue on this podcast. Like you will just go to the like most extreme level.
But I don't know if I am the rule breaker. What rules have I broken?
I don't know. When I'm like annoyed and then you just pick me up and then don't put me down till I smile.
Everyone would say that is just being a good, loving boyfriend.
No. If someone's annoyed, you leave them for a second.
No. The mission is if you're annoyed, you've got to get a smile on your face.
You declared yourself as a rule breaker. I must admit, the one rule I do break is like...
Cooking.
How's that a rule?
What? Cooking for your partner?
That's not a rule.
What? Well, give me these rules then.
I'm about to tell you.
Oh, okay.
The one rule I break is like on airplanes with the baggage limit, I will smuggle that extra hand luggage on. That is like the one rule I always break. Next question. Who's the organized one in the relationship?
You.
Correct.
I would actually like to say I'm actually organized, actually.
You are organized.
Yeah, I think I've got my stuff together.
You have gotten a lot more organized.
Jessie is kind of an organized mess.
Yes, I would say I'm an organized mess.
An organized mess? I'm either OCD organized or in a rut.
Yeah, so like an example is when I went to Australia earlier this year, Will stopped cleaning the house the minute he knew I had a ticket because he was like...
Can I just say, there's two of us in the house. Jessie could have cleaned as well.
Yeah, but we were busy. You purposely stopped doing anything.
Yeah, so did you as well.
Yeah, but it made it impossible for me to tidy my stuff. Do you remember I was going mad and putting your clothes in a pile, being like, they're all your clothes, where are my clothes? I put my clothes away.
And please tell our audience what happened when you were away.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the minute Will found out I was going to Australia, he stopped cleaning he kept saying that he is making it a mess so that he can clean it and he has stuff to do when I go.
Yeah, I needed stuff to do. Makes sense. And what did you come back to?
I came back to a clean house, but that's not the point.
No. You came back to a lot more than a clean house.
Yes.
What did you come back to?
A whole reorganized house.
Jessie came back to fresh painted walls and ceiling, doors on the wardrobe, a complete new setup in the bedroom, new drawers, new bedside drawers, rugs under the carpets, a mirror with lighting, beauty.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying about the all or nothing, because he specifically made it messy so that when I was away, he could clean it. So you are organised, but only occasionally.
We're going to Australia at the end of the month, and I did say to Jessie the other night, should we just start not cleaning up? So I have this theory of avoiding jet lag about doing all-nighters. And last time we went to Australia during Christmas time, we did an all-nighter and cleaned the house and cleaned it perfectly. And I was like, wow, we could just do that again.
Yes, 100%. Actually, no, I don't know why I just agreed with you. We're not doing that. We will do that, but we're not letting the house get messy before we do that. Last question on the quickfire round is who gets the most stressed in the relationship?
You. You get stressed all the time.
I do get stressed all the time. I do find, do you know what?
Do I de-stress you?
No, unfortunately. You stress me, babe.
I massage you?
No, that doesn't de-stress me. When I'm stressed, I don't want to be touched.
I get those knots out.
Oh, yeah. You actually have been massaging me when I asked you lately. But I do get really stressed. And no offense, you do stress me because sometimes you're so carefree and I'm so panicked that like, I don't know.
You need to give an example.
Like even at the airport, I'm always like, we need to get there early. We need to do this. We need to go here. And you're like, let's go get an Eggs Benedict.
Oh, that's the whole point about being at an airport.
Yeah, but not if you're going to miss your flight.
Have we ever missed our flight?
Once, but it wasn't our fault.
Exactly.
Twice we've actually missed 2 flights before and it wasn't our fault, I think.
Exactly.
But yeah, I still like to be like early. Do I stress you out ever?
Not really. I don't think really.
I feel like you don't really get that stressed.
I'm a pretty chill guy.
You are a very chill guy.
The only times that you stress me out, but I wouldn't even say it's like stress, as if like I want you to help me and you like refuse, like you do. Actually, that kind of it didn't stress me out particularly, but it was just probably a tiny bit annoying. I cleaned like the whole house, and I just wanted Jessie to put away some bits and bobs, and then she did everything to not put away like 5 pieces of clothing. She went and started editing a YouTube. Like she started doing loads of other work just to avoid.
Yes, but do you know what?
Putting like 10 bits of clothing away, and then she had to have a coffee and enjoy her coffee before doing it. And I was like, oh my God, come on. That stressed me out a little bit.
Yeah, but like the stuff was going to get done. I achieved so much in that period of time. I literally achieved like a week's worth of work. So this is what I say. If I'm on a roll, just let me be on a roll on my own, okay?
Yeah, but I don't think you are on a roll. I think you're procrastinating.
Excuse me. Thursday, YouTube's are edited. Podcast done.
No, but I couldn't carry on with cleaning until
Yes, you could. It was like a pair of socks.
No, because I'm OCD about how I clean and they have to be done in an order.
Okay, well, don't include me in the order.
Oh, honey. Wash your own clothes.
I will. Remember when you cleaned all my clothes and I had a meltdown?
Yes.
You rearranged them?
Yes, I did it like...
See, even that type of stuff stresses me out. But this kind of like goes in nicely with the older sister, younger sibling. The oldest sister usually takes on the more responsibility. Kind of like as a child, they were given like the mini adult energy. And
Is that what you were given?
Yes. And then the youngest boy is known for more freedom, maybe taken a little less seriously.
We like to be called and referred to as wolves. We're a lone wolf.
Oh, you're a lone wolf because you're a younger child?
Yeah.
So the older sibling is usually the planner, caretaker, and maybe an overthinker.
Yeah,
and
true.
The youngest child is more chill adaptable, and doesn't stress as much.
That's kind of accurate.
Is that accurate to us or no?
Yes, I would say that is.
I've actually seen online that the order you were born with and then what order your partner was born with can either make a really good couple or maybe not make. So here are the vibes for each. So oldest and oldest sibling, two oldest siblings are known as the power couple. So both are ambitious, dependable, and goal-driven, super productive together, strong team energy, but they can be competitive or controlling. They also need to share the leadership and chill sometimes. So that's obviously not us. We're not the power couple.
I think we are the power couple.
So
I heard that couples like that don't last. The couples that last the most is youngest and oldest.
yeah, so youngest and oldest is us, obviously. And this one falls under opposites attract. So with that one, the older one is usually the responsible, organized one in the relationship. And the younger one is fun and easygoing, yet spontaneous. It's great balance. One usually plans everything, and the other one is like they lighten up, so they're the fun.
Entertained.
That's definitely you. The oldest and youngest can clash in a relationship, though, if the oldest gets bossy or the youngest gets too chill.
Right, have we ever clashed?
Yes.
When you've been too bossy?
I feel like I just go silent on you. I feel like I literally just go in the other room and do silent treatment.
No, you don't.
I don't mean to do silent treatment. I just need time alone.
Jessie can't do silent treatment because I am just a little bit too good at joke telling.
Always trying to make me laugh.
Exactly. Have you ever got mad at me because I've been a little bit too chill?
Yes.
When?
I don't know. The airport is like the main example I can think of. A lot of the time.
You're quite chill though.
Am I? I think I'm chill because when I'm stressed, I get quiet and back away.
Yes, maybe.
So I'm actually not. I'm chill on the outside, but in my head, I'm absolutely not chill.
Now we're going to get onto the part where we're going to discuss and have a little chat about what our parents did that we won't let our kids do. It'll be really interesting to hear from all of you as well. So if you have any add-ons, please do let us know in the comments or DM us. But first one is I had a very chill upbringing, just to give you a little bit of a background. I lived in a little village, so it wasn't like I could go out whenever I wanted to go out. I didn't really have a curfew. I was kind of chill with what I could eat. I was actually a really fussy eater. And fun fact, I actually used to get my mum to cook me a roast dinner every night. She used to cook a big roast dinner on a Sunday and then make plates up for all the days of the week for me.
So you had a roast dinner every day?
I had a roast dinner every single day. And do I regret it? No.
You love a roast dinner now.
Yes, I love it. It's my favourite meal. Would I have that again if you offered me that? Yes, I would love that. Yes, please. But yeah, I had a very relaxed, like, I could kind of like watch scary movies. Like I had pretty chill upbringing sort of thing. Sleepovers all the time. They were always at our house. So it was fairly relaxed for me.
I personally would say my parents were strict, but I don't think they actually were strict. I just think as a child, I thought they were the strictest things ever. Now I look back on it and I'm like, that's really like reasonable. But I would say my parents definitely had rules and I always followed them. I was thinking about this on the train today. Like with the rules, I could have easily broken all the rules they set, but I never would do that. Like I would have to be home. If mum said be home at 5 o'clock, I would be home at 5 o'clock. And I feel like my younger siblings weren't like it, but I'm like see all, be all, end all. If you say something, I think very black and white. So I remember like my parents, I'd go to my friend's house and my mum would say you have to be home at 5 o'clock. And I would literally sprint home. So I was home before 5 o'clock because I felt like the world was going to end if I got there at like 5:05. But now I think back on it, I'm like, my mum actually wouldn't have cared. Like you've seen how she is with my other siblings, but I was just like, I took everything they said so literal. So First child, yeah. I just thought, it's like, you got to listen. You got to listen to your parents.
Yes. I think I definitely would be strict on my kids.
I feel like
a little bit disciplined. Don't get me wrong. I lived in a very chill household. However, there were rules I had to follow. And if I didn't follow them, I would get in trouble.
Yes. What were the main rules you can think of that you had as a kid?
I had to finish my dinner.
Yes.
And that actually has a effect on people later in life.
We've talked about this many a times.
That like people who are almost like you're not made, but like you're, I guess, forced to finish your dinner when you're a kid. So now when I eat dinners, I finish my plate, whether it's small or big.
Yeah, we blame that on the reason we overeat.
So thanks, Dad. Thanks a lot.
I'm sure there's a lot more that goes into it, but if we have dinner, whatever gets served on the plate, in fact, whatever gets cooked that night, we will just eat it. Like, the meal's not done till you finish.
Even if we don't like it, me and Jessie just eat it.
Do you know, I've never understood people that like put their knife and fork together and go, I'm finished, and there's like 3/4 of a plate left. Like, that blows my mind. I wish I could train myself to do that.
Are you actually full?
Yes, those people. I'm like, how do you do that?
Are you actually full, yes or no?
So what me and Will do, if we're not full, we just go home and cook dinner again.
Honey, we do get full.
So
and make sure I order enough to get full.
With my parents, we had a strict rule of no eating in the bedroom. That was like...
No crummies in the bed?
No.
I remember the first time that you came round, I had like a sandwich in my bed and you were mortified.
Yeah.
I was getting crummies in the bed.
I can't believe...
You did the crummy dance. Crummies in the bed. Crummies in the bed.
Okay, firstly, that's not true. But
yes,
eating in the bed is so rogue to me.
I love it though. I used to love it, man. I used to, especially when I was a little bit younger, like 18, 19, used to be a little bit hungover on the Sunday. I'd go make myself toasties, bring it up to my bed, switch on Netflix and yam that food down in peace and quiet.
Yeah, sometimes you eat in the bed when you're hungover now.
No, I don't.
In the townhouse you do.
That's different.
Why is that different?
That's different.
No, crumbs
I
in the
haven't done
bed
that
is
in
a
like
big
over
no-no.
a year now.
I feel like food does not belong in the bedroom. Even snacks in the bedroom, they're for the couch. I feel like it's because they don't have a TV in the bedroom either. We did have a TV in our bedroom growing up though. So you might think because I don't like TV, I'm not a TV kid.
Maybe.
But we actually were allowed to watch movies and stuff, but I just don't like it.
Fair enough. Yeah, Jessie despises it. I love watching telly and falling asleep to telly during, like, when I go to sleep, and Jessie hates it.
So as a kid, we were allowed to watch movies to bed if we wanted, but I feel like the bed is for sleeping. As an adult, I've very much trained myself. If I'm in the bedroom, I'm going to sleep. And I'm not eating, I'm not watching TV, I'm not watching The Office on your iPad.
Please watch The Office on my iPad. I love it.
Were you able to watch movies before bed?
Yeah, I had a TV. I could kind of do what I want. I think I played PlayStation, like Modern Warfare 2, for the majority of my bringing up.
When I was a kid, I literally had to ask my parents to play the PlayStation, and it would usually be for like limited amounts of time because they were like, you need to go outside. But I do respect that.
That's good. That's something that you would let your children see. My parents did let me. They didn't like not let me or let me. Like I had PlayStation in my room and I used to play it.
Yeah.
And I used to do the trick where I used to pretend to be asleep and then get back up and play it on like low volume. Yeah. But I had a PlayStation and TV in my room, so I could do that without them knowing.
So as I got a bit older, Mum obviously was like, yeah, you can do what you want if you like. So I would start playing. I used to always play PlayStation. I always played Sims. I friggin' love Sims so much. But then Mum had to start putting time limits on me because I literally stayed awake the whole night just playing Sims, and I wouldn't go to sleep.
Jessie was addicted to Sims, and I actually got Sims for the PlayStation back home because I wanted to become addicted again. Yeah, I told you, and you never played it.
I didn't know you got it.
Yeah, I got it for you.
Really? I would definitely play it. No, I can't be doing that.
Yeah,
I will sit on Sims for so long.
I want to see Jessie addicted because Jessie will never get into a TV show with me. She will never like watch TV or like movies or anything.
I literally
so I'm trying to get her hooked on something.
Sims, I have like so many hacks. I think it was Sims 2.
So tell them what they used to do on Sims.
Okay, well, I used to do lots of things. My Sims probably weren't a good influence on me, but this is me being smart, making my own hacks. So first of all, you know when you create your Sims, you get to give them personality traits. I always made them a kleptomaniac, which means they like to steal things. Every different personality trait you have on Sims, you can do different things. So because my Sim was a kleptomaniac, it was allowed to steal like 1 or 2 things a day. So I would always go to the art gallery and steal the most expensive piece of art every single day because like the computer just popped it back up the next day. So every single day I'd go, I'd be making like 10 grand. My Sim would get that, put it in your inventory, sell it, bish, bash, bosh. I was making money. Yeah, and I always also made my sim like a scientist or something. So like I'd always give it a personality trait so it could read books faster, because if you read books faster, the things go up. So yeah, my sim like was living life.
What about the relationships your Sims had?
So my sim was always a man because I always
Everyone listen up right now.
I always made my sim a man because men could have as many children as they like. Women, you can only have like 4 to 6 people in your household, whereas men could have children with everyone in town. So I would be a man, and then I would go like charm everyone, and I would have children with everyone in the town. I literally had 30 children at one point all around the town. And yeah, so every single household I would go to, hopefully there'd be my kid there. And then I would also move into all the houses. And before I got the woman pregnant, I'd move into the house and I'd renovate the house and put like baby cots and stuff in it. And then I'd move out. And sometimes the computer would like mess up and get rid of my cot, which would really annoy me because when I had kids, they'd just leave it on the ground. But then the women that moved in, I would take them to the town hall, woohoo them, and I had kids all around town.
What do you mean woohoo them?
Well, that's what it's called in Sims when they go woohoo. And if you take it to the town hall, it's much easier than if you did it in the bed. Right. I don't know why. People just, because if you get to a romantic level, you go to the town hall.
What's the town hall?
It's just town hall. You just go in there and like visit the town hall. But then if you're on a romantic level and you like charm them beforehand, it gives you the option to woohoo in there. And that one I found had the highest success rate of having a baby.
What, so you don't have a baby every time you woohoo?
No. It does like a little so you like hear when you're when the woohoo was successful.
And did you give any celebrations when it was successful? Were you like, yay, another baby?
Behind the screen, I was always really happy because I wanted all my kids around the town. I wanted to have lots and lots of kids, and I did. But then I wouldn't be able to communicate with the kids because you have to, sometimes you're not allowed to if you fall out with the mum and stuff. But that's different. That's drama for another day. But in hindsight, I loved Sims. I don't know why I wanted all those kids, but I did. I wanted a big family, okay? So obviously I'm not allowed to play Sims for long amounts of times. And to my mum, fair enough. She was running amok on there. Very young at this age as well. But what are some things that you were allowed to do as a child that you're like, hell no, you would not let your children do?
Can I say something that my dad used to do to me that I wouldn't do to my children?
Yes.
This was when I was about 16, 17, when I was starting to get a bit of pocket money and working about and get a bit of money and stuff. If my parents got a takeaway and I said I didn't want a takeaway and they got a takeaway and I ate any of that takeaway, my dad used to charge me to teach me discipline and to teach me basically not to, if I wanted to say it, not to just steal other people's stuff.
Okay.
I would not charge my kids.
Will always talks about how harsh this is, but Will, you are so bad at stealing people's food that I understand it. Because I know for a fact your mum likes to have her food and then she likes to have some leftovers the next day and she always goes down and somebody's eaten her food.
I think it's a bit harsh getting charged.
But there's no repercussion. I do understand this because...
Well, it stopped me doing it.
Yeah, good. No one has. You still do it.
No, I don't.
Will come over the other day because they had KFC. With a bag of hot wings.
I got given it.
Will is a food scavenger, so I understand why your dad charged you because, like, everyone on the podcast knows, don't get in the way of me and my food. So I'm actually thankful to your dad. Pity that you didn't learn enough not to eat my goose that time.
Oh my God. Jessie eats a lot of me.
And
Sorry.
What?
Jessie eats my stuff.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Like what?
You've eaten a lot of my stuff.
Will, I never finished the food. What about the Kiplings the other day?
You finished them.
Guys, this is actually even meaner. So we had Kiplings. They're so yummy. They're like these little, like, I don't know what they are, just little chocolatey bowls of goodness. Anyways, I am in the living room and I come out to get them and they're all gone, except there's half of one left.
There was only one left.
No, there was like 3. But anyways.
What about the Rolos?
Huh?
What about the Rolos? Where did they all go?
I bought them for me.
I bought the Kiplings then.
No, I bought the Kiplings. But anyways, guys, this is even meaner than you think. I come out and there's half a Kipling left. And Will goes, I've hidden them. And he goes, I've hidden them so you can have them later. He didn't hide them. He'd eaten them. So I'm like, oh yeah, he's hidden the Kiplings for later. I don't need to worry. I can have them later. Comes around to later. I'm like, where are they? And turns out he ate them.
We're on a diet.
You led me on.
We're on a diet. So I was actually doing one of us a favour, and that was you in that instant, not me.
But I'm happy your dad did that rule to you.
Is there anything that your parents did that you wouldn't do to your children?
So
Carry on.
my parents, I feel like I'm going to be such a stressful, anxious mum. I'm even like it with my younger siblings. Like I'm like, don't do that. Ah! My younger siblings creep me out. Like I get so worried something's going to happen to them. So I definitely will not be letting my kids ride on a dirt road, their bikes.
Okay.
Like hell no.
Yeah, Jessie's brother Brock is terrified of bicycles.
Yeah, because I was supposed to be looking after him, but he did crash because on dirt roads, it's like you scared. But like, given that we're like 10 years old, but like, hell no.
Something that my dad actually did to me, which I just remembered, which I will not be doing to my son, is that my dad used to cut my hair up until I was old enough to say, stop, please, you're embarrassing me. I'm getting bullied at school. My dad used to shave my head. I used to have a number 2 all over up until like the end of primary school, like coming into secondary school. And I had to go, you need to stop. Like I need to get my own hairstyle.
So you just had a shaved head?
Yes.
I need to see photos of this.
So I used to just have a shaved head and then he used to leave a little bit here so I could just stick it up.
Oh, I know what you mean. Those little fringe bits. That was so like on trend back in the day.
Yeah, but he wanted to save money and it was easy and cheap.
See, I'm with Andy on that again. I'm a stingy bitch.
No,
I'm not.
I'm going to let my kid have whatever haircut it wants.
Yeah, I will let my kid have whatever haircut. I wish that my mum didn't give me so much creative reign because you should see some of the haircuts I was rocking back in the day. Have you seen them? Shocking. I used to cut my own hair. I had like a full mullet and like a big side fringe, and I had jet black hair with like purple strips here when I was literally like 13 because my mom was like, yeah, be as creative as you want. I'm like, okay. I look back, I'm like, I kind of wish that my mum was like, don't cut your hair ever.
I think respect. Your mum, I think your mum said that. I think she said to me once that she doesn't care what any of you guys do. Like, if you want to dye your hair, that's fine. Like, if Stella wanted to dye her hair, that's fine. But she said no tattoos.
Yeah, nothing permanent.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing permanent.
Yeah, so my mum did let us do whatever we want with our hair.
I think that is like respect.
I agree. When I was younger, I had so much fun with it. And like, it was the trend, okay? And like, I was a bit of a weird girl. I wanted bright red hair and I wanted pink strips everywhere. That's just what I wanted at the time. I just am like, I look back, I'm like, that was seriously my fashion sense. But yeah, my mum was like, nothing, as long as you're not doing anything permanent. Like, yeah. My parents were really good parents. I do think they've done an incredible job. I see how
they look after Stella, and I would take a lot of attributes that they take.
I know, they're actually the best parents. They're so cute. But obviously, being like their daughter and a teenager, there's going to be things like, obviously, they can't let me play Sims 24/7. You can't let your kids
especially if you're
that.
getting everyone pregnant and having babies with everyone.
But yeah, but I feel as though I am just, when we have our own kids, we've spoken about this, that I feel like it is going to be really stressful.
I reckon me and Jessie will actually argue a lot when our kids get to like the age where they can start being a little bit more independent. I'm going to have different rules to Jessie. I think I'm going to be so chill. I don't know if I will actually.
Yes, because remember we were talking about this the other day, like Stella's 5 years old, but for some reason when I'm with her, I want it in my sight. And I'm like, I think she's old enough where she can go in the other room.
Yes, I remember.
But that stresses me.
I remember the first time that I played with Stella, and do you remember when we took her to the park and she was climbing on that great big apparator? And I was like, terrified. And I actually remember having a conversation with your nan and was like, I was actually really scared because obviously Stella's not my child. Yeah. And if anything was to happen to her, it's different than it being your own child.
Yes.
So I was like on edge, having like anxiety attacks, being like, oh my God, because this thing was high, guys. This was like, do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, she was just climbing up
playing
there.
with someone. I'm like,
she's going down that big ass slide. Yes. I was like, where's the helmet? That's when we realized we were like, are we going to be anxious parents?
Yes, I think I will be. But then I'm like, I feel like every first child, you are anxious. Like it is just normal, natural.
Yeah. And when we do have children, hopefully we're in Australia. So my parents are really good at, like, there's so many other adults, plus my parents, plus my grandma, that can kind of help. So basically, we're going to have help.
Yes. Where do you think you would want to bring them up? I know where you were going to want to bring them up.
Where?
Small town village vibe.
I think it's so important to, if you can, have them around friends and family. And I don't have any family here except your family, but there's no younger kids or anything.
Yes.
So for me, I think I would obviously love like Stella to be a little auntie. It's weird that she'd be an auntie, is it?
Yeah, she seems too young.
I know, but she'll be like the cute, cool auntie. My aunties and uncles are like younger than me. How weird is that?
Yeah,
So that'll be like the same as Stella. And then she'll have like little cousins. And then if we had kids, it would have like second cousins because all my friends in Tasmania and my cousins all have children.
Will we still go town?
Will we still go out?
Town? Will we still be going hanging garden?
Hopefully. Do you know, I actually can't
Will
see
we be going to cage night with a kid?
I feel like we will be.
Party, kitty.
I don't reckon we will be. I reckon I'll just never want the little baby to leave my side.
Probably. That's more like me.
Yeah, you can go out.
I'm going to do everything in my power to make our baby a daddy's boy or girl.
Okay, you do that.
I will.
But they'll always know that mummy's here.
No. I'll do anything. I'll buy you anything.
Yeah, but you
I'll
can't
give
buy
you
children's
anything.
love. You have to
Yes,
be
you can.
nurturing.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. We won't be buying our children's love.
Oh,
They'll
I
love
will.
us because they respect us. Thank you very much.
All right. You sounded like
Who-
you will respect me.
Who's going to be the good cop and the bad cop in the
I'm good
family?
cop.
I don't even care if they think I'm bad cop because I would actually just be doing what I think is best
Yeah,
for
I'll
them.
be like, oh my God, mummy's so annoying, isn't she?
So even like with my siblings, like Oscar, I do give him like black and white rules.
You give it to me and I'm your boyfriend.
Sorry. But like even with my younger siblings, I'm like, this is how it is. You shouldn't do this. But like I still have like they still like me. Do you know what I mean? I think they just respect the honest advice.
I'll be the good cop, obviously. I will never be a bad cop. I'll be like Phil Dunphy.
I actually don't think, yes, you actually would be. 100%. I would be the bad cop because I obviously want to look after them. And if that means
so do I.
if that means that they have to be a little bit annoyed at me, I would actually be,
No,
that's
because
fine because I'm just trying to protect them.
No, and I want the same as you, but I just don't want to be the one to say it.
Delivering the bad news.
Yeah.
You'll be like, can you tell them?
Yeah, you will be the bad news bearer.
Yeah, I don't even care. I actually would
Or
cop
if
that.
you make me do it, I'll be like, you can't do this or what? And they'll be like, what? And I'll be like, your mum said.
Yeah, but I feel like if a child, I'm kind of applying this to my siblings. If my siblings ask me why I'm saying no, I'll explain the actual reason why so they know that I'm not just being a bitch, saying no because I don't like them.
Well, I would say mum said.
Well, let's put this into a situation. So what would you do if your kid doesn't want to go to school?
That I need proof. That's what my parents used to do. And it got to the point where I would get like a tin of, I don't know, something and pour a little bit down the thing and went, look, there's 6 down there. But
you
my
think they're
parents were
chucking a
really
silky?
harsh when I was ill because they knew I used to pretend a lot. So it was very strict. If I was ill, I would be too ill to be able to play PlayStation. So I
Fair.
wouldn't be able to play PlayStation. I wouldn't be able to watch telly. If I was ill, all I would have been able to do was just go to bed and have like really plain toast or soup.
I feel like that's kind of fair because I know that you do pretend to be sick because Will's pretended to do that as an adult.
No,
where he
I
pretends
have
to vomit.
not.
You did it the other day.
When?
Remember when you pretended to then you like quickly flushed the toilet before I came in?
I was. I didn't know you were coming in. I was sick, generally. And Jessie.
Why did you do that?
What?
Why did you pretend to be sick?
To get out of cleaning?
See what I mean? If I was your parents, I 100% would have done that rule with you. I actually loved going to school. My parents like have to beg us kids to not go to school.
I loved going to school.
Yeah.
But like if new COD came out or something, I wanted to play it. We're all boys at the end of the day.
Yeah, my brother does that, I think. He's like, oh, I'm sick. And then, like, coincidentally, oh, my game arrived today.
Yeah. I think it's just a boy thing. What would you do if you caught your kid lying to you?
I'd be disappointed in them.
This is what your parents do fantastically with Stella, is that they do not lie to her. Even if Stella does not like the outcome, it's always the truth.
Yes.
It's no lies, which I think is really good because Stella's a very honest girl.
Yes.
Stella doesn't lie. I don't think she's ever lied.
No, she doesn't when she got her fake Labubu.
Yeah.
She's like...
Yeah, she got a fake Labubu, basically, and she tells everyone it's fake Labubu. She goes, it's a Lafufu, actually. Because people would be like, oh, that's a really cute Labubu. She goes, no, it's a fake Lafufu. But that's such an amazing trait to have.
Yeah.
Like, it's so beautiful to see.
Yeah, I feel like it's really important, and everybody's different and every situation is different. So, you know, you can't judge anyone else. But I would just say, when you set false expectations, children just learn those types of behaviors. And I think it's really important for people to learn the feeling of disappointment, because if you're someone that has never been disappointed, and say, for example, your parents lie to you to please you, when you go out into the real world and you face real situations where you can't lie and you actually have to face it, dealing with disappointment is like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's definitely something that I would do. I think with our kids, I definitely will just, although the truth might not be the easy option, because it's like, let's say someone was like, a kid was crying and they wanted something. And you were like, oh yeah, I'll give you that in 10 minutes so they stop crying. It's bad habits, guys.
Yeah, but as well, you can't, we say all this and we probably won't implicate this. But like, I guess it's good to have the discussion, even though we're not having children at the moment. We're not having children at the moment.
No.
But it's all good things to think about. Stop winking at the camera.
What would be your top 3 non-negotiable rules if you were to have kids?
So, getting outside and playing, and that's partially on my responsibility.
You don't even come out and play with me, though.
Yeah, but with my kids, I would. So with Stella, I think it's important for her to be outside. So if I have children, and like obviously children learn from their parents, so they'll be copying a lot what we do, and we have to set these expectations. But yeah, with kids, my kids, I am going to make sure I make time to take them outside and play. It's really important.
Same. I can't wait to have a kid to play with.
I would try and make a rule of no lying.
Yes.
Because I think lying is just annoying. If you listen to this podcast, you probably realise I don't like lying.
Yes, Jessie does not, especially when they come down to her goose.
Yes, I'm not letting go of that. But yeah, I would just try to have set the boundaries of no lying.
I guess with like playing outside, like under the same umbrella is like screen time, not letting your kids go on electronics for too long.
Yeah, for too long. Because sometimes electronics can be really educational, if I'm completely honest. Some people won't like that, but...
No, they definitely are educational, but I wouldn't, not for too long.
No, not like all the time. You can't rely on that type of thing. What do you reckon about giving your kids an allowance? Did you have an allowance growing up?
I don't think so.
So I had an allowance. It was $2.
I think if I wanted, I don't think if I wanted to go to the shops, I would be like, Mum, can I have like a couple of pounds to go and get some sweets?
Yeah. So when I was a kid, I got $2 a week. And if obviously you save that for a while, you could buy a Barbie.
And did you do that?
Obviously, I'm like the biggest saver ever.
You bought the Barbie?
Yeah, I would save up. So I could have $2 and I could go to school and buy a chocolate milk. Or
chocolate milk was $2?
Yeah. Or I could save it. And if I saved it, I could then go buy a Barbie or something. And I fucking love my Barbies. Love my Barbie dolls.
How old were you?
I literally had I was a mini allowance. Obviously, it wasn't big, but I was doing that since I was 6.
That's smart.
Yeah. So just kind of already learning the concept of money. So I would personally give my kids a small little allowance. Obviously $2 isn't very big.
I've actually seen this, that some parents, I saw this on TikTok, some parents actually give their children an allowance. Let's say they give them £10 a week. And then they'll say to their kid, right, your rent is £1. Your utility bills is £1, and then they set bills. So at the end of every week, they might only have £4, but it's so that they understand the concept of you receive £10, but then you have to understand that that £10 isn't yours and you have to give it away. For example, like in the real world, I think it's so smart. Like it's like in the real world, you have to pay rent, you have to pay tax, all of these horrible things.
So that's actually really smart because I feel like it's almost reverse psychology because they would get excited to like, you know how kids like have their little mini cash registers and stuff? It would always get you excited to pay rent and stuff, and you would just like fucking hate paying all those bills and shit. Like that shit does annoy me, like tax. Ugh. But you've obviously got to pay it. But if that was like embedded in your brain that that's just what you have to do before you get to an adult, and then it just all crashes on you at once, that's actually really smart. Also, guys, mind you, we're obviously not parents yet. So we're probably talking all this smack and all the parents are like, ha ha, ha, good luck with that.
Yes.
I do feel like being the older sister though, like you do take on parenting roles. You're like a third parent, if that makes sense. Like the way I am with some of my younger siblings, my sister doesn't want a bar of it. She did not want to listen to me.
No.
But then like Oscar does and Stella obviously does as well. Do you think that we would be good parents?
Yes.
You do?
I'll give my kids the world.
You've not really been around children growing up, have
No,
you?
Stella was my first child I was ever around because I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to act.
Yeah, it's actually
Do you know what I
difficult with
mean?
other people's kids because you want to talk and like, hello. But then I'm like, what if their parents like don't talk to my kid like that?
Yeah, no, but then also alongside that, like kids do get shy.
Yes.
Stella wasn't because obviously Stella watched us. So it was actually really easy.
But do you remember she did get a bit shy with you? It's always like the first 20 minutes of seeing, she goes, hi, Will. Like she goes really shy and in her shell.
Well, even now when I see her.
Yeah, like on the car ride home, she'll be really quiet. But then by the time we get home, we're like, oh my God.
I am just a stranger though.
Oh, you're not a stranger. Will feels like he's missing out on Stella's life. She's growing up so fast. But I think we'd make good parents. I feel like it's going to be a lot harder than we think.
And why not try now?
Go away. Go away. Why are you putting your hand out to me? Let us know in the comments.
Do you want to tell them about this?
No. Let us know in
Why?
Let us know in the comments if you think that we would be good parents or not. And respect if anyone's like, oh my God, shut up. All the things you said today, you're not going to enforce because it's harder than it looks. I do know that. I do know that.
Everything that we've said about our parents and upbringing, you have to take with a pinch of salt. Like it's all done in humour. Yes, my dad charged me for Chinese, but I can look back at that and I can laugh. Did I hate it at the time? Yes. Did him charging me actually stop me eating it? No. I was like, that shit too good not to put down my throat. But yeah, I think I can speak for both of us. Like we had probably an opposite upbringing. That's why we're like opposites as well. Like, yeah.
I feel like because I'm the older sibling and you're the youngest, so the attitudes would definitely be different.
And you can see that. Like I am the baby. Like Jessie is way older than me.
Shut up.
Joking.
But, well, even the way my parents treat my other younger siblings is so different to me because I was obviously the first one. But I would have to say, like, I love my parents and I love your parents too. I feel like we're really lucky with the upbringings we both got. And I really do feel like our parents passed us down some really lovely values. And I actually love the way your parents raised you because I obviously love you. And they created...
You love the way that they raised me?
Yeah, because they created you. And look how you are now.
I love the way that the parents raised you because they've created you. And it's all mine.
You just copied what I said.
Yes, because it was said so beautifully.
But yeah, I love my parents and I love your parents. And maybe one day they'll be great grandparents.
Yes. And we can all live together.
That's actually my dream. I want a big block of land, one big house there, and smaller houses so they can just all live down the road. That would be my dream, but fortunately they're all in Australia.
That would be the dream. But that's everything that we've got time for today. Please, I feel like that was a bit of a shambles, like a bit all over the place episode, but I think we had a lot of fun talking about it. Any thoughts that you guys have listening or watching, please do let us know because we do really enjoy watching reading your comments.
We love reading your comments. So let us know if, as you're listening, something comes to your head, babes. Write it in the comments.
Write it in the comments, DM us. We love you loads.
But that's us for today. Remember, click like, subscribe, recommend to your friends, share on your stories, give all the love, and we'll see you next week. Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.